Hi everyone, my name is Kayla and I'm an artist who recently started learning game development. And the reason that journey started actually came from a game that completely changed the way I looked at storytelling. When I played Spiritfarer, something about it stayed with me. The way it told emotional stories, the way you connected with the characters, and how the world itself felt meaningful. It made me realize something really powerful. Stories don't just have to be watched anymore, they can be experienced. Around the same time, my kids were also introducing me to games that they loved, and one of those games was Hollow Knight. I absolutely fell in love with the art style and the atmosphere. The world just felt so mysterious and beautiful and full of story, and that really inspired me as an artist. The moment that really changed everything was something my kids said to me one day. They looked at me and said, "Mom, you can draw cartoons, so you should make a game." Sure. How hard could it be? So I started learning how game development actually works. At first, I didn't even have a specific game idea. I just wanted to get hands-on experience and explore. I followed tutorials, practiced, and slowly started teaching myself. And as I did that, ideas started popping into my head. I've always been really story-driven, and deep down, I knew I wanted to create something that was side-scrolling and hand-drawn. That idea really excited me. But I'll be honest, there was definitely a learning curve, especially with programming. Then I opened the game engine for the first time and started trying to figure out how everything worked. To be fair to say that I had my hands full, but I was willing to tackle anything. And I think something important to mention too, I'm a mom. I work a full-time job, and I build this game in the time that I can find, before work, after work, and on the weekends. I've been teaching myself how to code for about at least 10 months, and while I've always had a background in art and animation, coding is something I've had to learn from scratch. I'm still learning every day. My goal eventually is to build a small team, especially bringing in someone who really understands programming at a deeper level. But for now, this is where I'm at, learning, creating, and building this step by step. And through all of that, this is the game that has started to take shape. So that journey eventually led to the game I am currently building, and that game's called Seaside Manor. Seaside Manor is a cozy, story driven game that takes place in a quiet ghost world by the sea. The story follows a young spirit who has just arrived in the afterlife. She's still trying to understand who she was and what her life meant. As she begins exploring this new world, she slowly starts discovering pieces of her past. The demo I'm currently working on begins in a place called a transition station. Think of it like a train station for spirits. I gotta figure out a new name for it, but for right now, transition station it is. Newly arrived souls enter the spirit world through these stations before traveling to where they need to go next. But this station only becomes active during something called the ghosting hour from 3 a.m. to 4 a.m. During that time, the station shifts between the human world and the spirit world. What looks like an old, abandoned building suddenly becomes full of light and life again. Inside the station, players will start to learn the basic mechanics of the game. Things like exploring the environment, interacting with other spirits, solving small puzzles, and eventually unlocking ghost abilities. For example, one ability you'll learn eventually is how to float, which allows you to reach areas that were previously out of reach. There are also small hints towards future mechanics in the game, like collecting seeds that might lead to some light farming elements later on. Right now, I'm focused on building the demo and continuing to learn game development along the way. So, this channel is basically going to be a dev diary where I share the process of creating this game. So, this is definitely going to be a journey. And honestly, I'd love for people to be a part of that journey. If you have advice, ideas, or experience, I would genuinely love to hear your thoughts. So feel free to leave a comment, and if you'd like to follow along as this game grows, you're more than welcome to join me. Thank you guys so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next Dev Diary.